In my previous video on EVPs, we heard a spirit tell us that all time was wrapped up. What's also interesting is that scientists in the field of quantum physics tell us that time is not a forward arrow, but rather fluid, moving backwards and forwards. If this is the case, then what is reincarnation? And how do we wrap our minds around this? The idea of simultaneous time can be viewed with a great analogy of our own Earth seen from the vastness of space. The Earth has over 40 time zones. The west coast of the Pacific US is 3 hours behind the east coast. Yet if you were an astronaut orbiting the globe, you'd see that time happening all at once. In my book, The Afterlife Interviews, Volume 1, I asked those spirits coming through about reincarnation and simultaneous time. What was that like? The answer? Pretty trippy. They were able to see and interact with those other reincarnational selves as if they were still whole and complete individuals. They were also referred to as simultaneous selves. Now, some spirits chose not to interact with these other portions of themselves because they blamed certain aspects of their earthly lives as being originated in the framework of time from these other selves, which does speak to a sense of karma. However, there were others who did choose to interact with simultaneous selves. And the comment was made, if you want to know how close a family can be, get to know your simultaneous selves. So how can we better understand this? What this really points to is a type of oversoul that splits itself off into the framework of time. Think of it like a light being cast through a prism, with the prism being the framework of time. The different colors of light, once separated, would be different reincarnational selves, all wrapped up in the white light, existing simultaneously and connected to one another psychically, and possibly even subconsciously, occasionally giving us glimpses of what we would term past life memories. Those in the interviews tell us that several of these simultaneous selves oftentimes are working on similar issues and traveling similar paths, their information feeding the life of the oversoul, giving it knowledge, experience, and expression. And with all time being simultaneous to the realm of spirit, what amazing things could be said about what we would call a future self, and then the concept of free will and destiny? Amazing, the multidimensionality of one's spirit. For more information on this subject and many others related to living life on the other side, check out my best-selling books, The Afterlife Interviews, Volumes 1 and 2, available at Amazon.com. And please, if you've enjoyed this video, share it with your friends. Like me on Facebook at Jeffrey Marks Author, and follow me on Twitter. And remember, you were born a perfect spirit, so be sure to have a spirited day. See you next time.